It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're going to be talking about the latest team that I've been running for the Summoners team. So, the reason we are using Latte is because of the buff and the change of skill. Now, if you haven't seen the buff, all of the stats, the attack power, all of that was raised for Latte. In addition, the silence ability is stopping the skills on the enemy team, similar to what Frost Queen does. So a lot of people were running Frost Queen at a time with the Summoners because it was a powerful rendition. The main difference and the main reason I'm actually running Latte instead is because Latte can activate faster than Frost Queen. So when it came to burst teams like with Caramel Arrow, or things running like scam teams, anything like that was happening was operating too quickly for Frost Queen to actually do anything. And so that was unfortunate because you either had to set up in a very defensive stance for Frost Queen, or you had to hope that they didn't have enough burst power to push through. So, with that in mind, we're using Latte instead, so that we can have a faster cooldown, and still get that skill stopping ability, pulling all the cookies together to get everyone's attacks synchronizing and lining up very nicely. And, of course, we're using the pincushion to amplify the power of all of our cookies and summon creatures. So, real quick, these are the toppings we're running. Criticals for Crunchy Chip. You can run Serene if you don't have critical stats leveled up enough. Cooldowns for Oyster and Cotton. I could get more damage resistance on both of them over time to amplify the power of this team, but for now, it will suffice. Serene with high damage resistance for Pumpkin because very squishy on the health, but very strong for Pom Pom. And then damage resistance for Latte because the health is still low on Latte, but the power is 100% there. You do not need to worry about power from Latte. You just need to worry about that skill, so the cooldown, and that ability to survive. So that's the main focus that we have on Latte there. So we're just going to pick some random teams and give a go at it. I'm sure that there's going to be some that we lose to, just depending on their setup, but I'll explain why if we do. So here we go, getting everyone going. Pumpkin still dying first, the most squishy of our summon characters. Oyster not far behind just because of no damage resistance. But as you can see, doesn't matter. We're taking the cake on this battle. We have owned and dominated, and we still got 3 cookies left. And even if we lose Crunchy, we still have that wolf power going through. So, if you see right here, analysis, Latte's not necessarily doing a lot of damage. That's okay. That is not what Latte's here for. Latte is here for that silence ability, that ability to pull everyone together. That is exactly what's happening with Latte here. So don't look at Latte Cookie as, this is my DPS unit. That's not what she's there for. She is there for the ability to stop the cookies from doing what they need to do, and especially Caramel Arrow. Because as you can see, look, Caramel Arrow only did 1.5 million. Caramel usually does way more damage than that. But because of the immobilization and the stun coming from the silence ability from Latte, basically shut Caramel Arrow down. Yes, Caramel still got some great damage in, but not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. And the healing, yet again, because of that ability to stop the skill, we took down the healing of Cream Unicorn and lowered the potential and potency of that as well. So it worked in a really, really good way in both directions. But, yet again, we're just going to take it against some random teams, see what we get. So this one does not look like it's a speed team, so it's probably more damage focused. Yep, so it's using Espresso and Caramel Arrow. That's okay. We should be countering at least Caramel here. They got great burst damage there, and that's exactly what I meant. But when I was saying with Frost Queen, if that was the person that we were using in our team, we wouldn't have even had any ability activation. Where we did get an activation off of Latte because of the skill cooldown time. So that really, really mattered for that reason. And yeah, of course, we don't really have high damage resistance on Latte. We could have more. We didn't get a lot of damage off of Latte because Latte died so fast, but we still shut down their skills so that they didn't get as much stuff going on. You can see right there, their Cream Unicorn didn't even have a chance to heal much because we stopped their skill cooldown so that when their skill went off, there wasn't much damage to heal. That's how Cream Unicorn works. So we countered Caramel Arrow and Cream Unicorn. Not necessarily completely, but we definitely hindered their full potential power. And that's what really helped. And then our team, it just bulldozed right through. Absolutely beautiful, well executed. Obviously, I'm just not going to even explain why we're going to win this battle. If we lose this battle, I'm going to be surprised, but there should be absolutely no reason that we lose this battle. But I'm just going to get it out of the way so that we can get to the next battle without confusion or confliction. Yeah, so as you can see, easy win. Alright, so last one of this cycle. So it looks like we got ranked 29,000. So they're running Parfait, so they have more defense and debuff resistance. So that's actually helpful because they can get out of the silence faster. So that might be actually super beneficial to them. But they have less burst power the way their team is set up. So our cookies are living longer. So that means that even though they might be able to resist some of our features a little easier, we're able to put the pound of damage on their team a lot easier than they can do it against ours. And even though they got rid of our entire team of cookies, the pincushion kept everybody alive long enough for the summons that we still took that win anyway. So yeah, Parfait did a really good job countering what Latte was supposed to do there. That's great. I love that use of Parfait right there. That was awesome. But it wasn't enough because they were able to pull it together. It really relied on their Wildberry. You can see right there. Caramel Arrow, great. Wildberry, we didn't do much against. Now, if they had had, like, Cotton or Cream Unicorn and Caramel Arrow and Wildberry, yeah, that would have been tough. That would have been really tough. We might have not won that one. So, if you guys are looking to build the summon team, I definitely suggest getting a build going with Latte. I mean, if you want, technically, what you can do is you can go critical or searing for more damage, as long as you get at least 25% because of the set bonus there. So 25% damage resistance or higher. You can get up to 30 if you go on another topping set, and of course you can do higher on almond sets. But if you do get to that point, you can wreak some serious damage with Latte. This is more of a survivability setup in this instance, but that's because I don't really have searing toppings or critical toppings to spare that are at 25% damage resistance or better. I'd basically have to go steal dark cacaos to do that. And so to do that would be pretty tough. Not that I wouldn't like to do it. I would love to put critical toppings on Latte. Then the damage you can get out with critical toppings is huge because the glyphs hit for so many multiple hits that you have so many chances to crit that it's just insane. So searing and criticals can do really good in a lot of different fashions. A blend between both is not necessarily bad either, so it's something you could strive for if you want. Either way, I'd love to hear your opinion on this team. Is it something you'd be willing to run? Do you still like the summoners? Or are they just kind of like annoying to you? Have they left your mind? How do you feel about the team of summoning altogether? Either way, I'd love to see what your thoughts are. But this one, it's running good, it's running strong. So it's something I'm using to grind just the last few days out of this arena season and see how far we can get. Either way, thank you so much for stopping by and have a wonderful day.